was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hold on, I'm busy. I'm fixing something right now. Hold on, who is this?
Okay, it's me.
Oh, hey, Mark. How are you? I'm fixing.
It's our mandatory call of friendship.
Right, I'm fixing it. That's exactly what we should rename this podcast. The mandatory call of friendship. That sounds like.
Oh my gosh, I got to write that down. I'm telling you, this is true.
This is season 2 of the mandatory friendship podcast. That's fucking great, dude. Wow, I don't say this often. I don't say this often, but you're a genius. Hey, I'm getting some reports about last week's mandatory friend podcast. There was a weird delay. You could hear me in your speakers.
Oh, that's probably why I put my headphones on.
Oh, you wore your headphones today, did you?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't want to have another incident.
No, yeah, I didn't want to have another glitch in the metrics.
Mark, how long were you in radio?
34, 35
years. So you think you would learn shit like that over 35 years?
Oh, yes. Well, I got lazy when we started voice tracking.
Yeah.
The break before the break came up, you didn't need a headphone. You just walked in and started talking.
Lazy.
It became comforting.
Who does that remind you of? Lazy, huh? Some people you used to work with, won't say any names, but their show was the same for 30 years.
I wish the Mac would put a 3/4-inch plug in it so I could pull out my Pro Cause 4A.
Oh, my God, you're so old.
Hey, you know what I noticed, though?
What?
You know who's not wearing a Pro Cause 4A any longer?
Who?
MJ.
MJ is still working? Where's he at?
He's in your town. He's in Tampa.
Nuh-uh.
At Q105?
At Q105, really?
Yes.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah, he's the only reason why I know is he's been popping up on my Facebook, the Reels thing.
Yeah. How long has he been there?
I don't know.
Okay.
But he's doing, the show is being done with, of course, I don't know if it's the original Fester. He was trying to name me Fester back in the 90s, but I said, no, I'm going to use my own radio name.
Oh, my God.
But because I was producing for him when he first started.
Well, is he back with MJ?
But it's MJ.
Or BJ, rather.
And Fester? No, he's with his wife.
His wife? Oh, now I got to listen to this shit.
Is the co-host.
Oh, I got to listen to this shit show. This sounds terrible.
But he's doing like these little things like where he's coming in from places and he's he's really big into the YouTube.
Okay, so there is a show that's worse than ours. That's out
MJ
there.
in the morning.
Without even listening to it, I can already tell this is worse than what we're doing right here on the Mandatory Friendship Podcast.
And when I see them on the air, I go, wait a minute. Where's the little screw-in place over here where you screw in the microphone? He's not using a... He said these are the best headphones in the business.
Oh, so wait. So he's smarter than you. So he does know to use headphones.
Yes.
Okay.
He's the one to talk me into buying the Pro... What is it? Pro?
I don't know, some kind of
4A.
cost things. Yeah, from back in 1989. Did you get those?
And they had a lifetime warranty. All you had to do if something broke or like they would come apart a little bit, the plastic would come, or the sticky
the glue.
The glue would come.
Yeah, it's a hard word. Yeah, glue.
Felt.
Yeah.
Then you just put it in a box, mail it back, you get a brand new pair back.
Oh, that sounds super easy. Let me just mail all this crap around.
Well, back. But I still have mine. They're sitting in my what I call my crate of when I used to be somebody.
Oh, my creative memories.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's a good name for our podcast. The Crate of Memories.
Well, that's a good name for a band.
That's Crate of Memories. I'm going to write that down right now. It's going in the band name list. Stand by. What do we have here that I've added recently? We have added the Dirtbags, the Accidental Puns, the Chronic Runts, High Fidelity Throat Clearing. That is definitely Brian's daughter wrote that one.
Oh, wow.
Soul Food Montana, Mexican Voodoo, Pseudo Blister, and Incognito Apple, Muscular Presidents, Mouse Cop. I think we stopped off last time at Punch was the last one that we... All right, let me write this down here. Okay.
You're building that up.
What did you say? The muscular what?
What's that now?
What did you just say? What? I already forgot the name I was supposed to add.
Oh, crap.
Oh, shit. We both forgot. All right, let's rewind.
We have to rewind it.
Rewind it right now.
Wait a minute. It must be...
the muscular memory fog. That's what we both have, memory fog.
Oh, it's okay. So it's a crate.
Crate of memories.
Crate of memories. That's
there it is.
Yes.
Ooh, thank God. Never one of us remembered.
I still got that book. Remember the Q106 sand rail dune buggy?
No. What?
Oh, yeah. It's a baby blue with the Q106 logo on it.
We had a dune buggy, or was that a listener?
No, we didn't have one. Our listeners did.
I don't remember that.
With a big Q106 logo on it.
Did I drive that?
It was really cool.
Did I drive that?
I would have thought you
Sounds
would
like
have,
something
but I got a
would
picture
do.
of it. Somebody brought it to us and showed us or something, or sent us a picture. They probably mailed us a picture to our P.O. box.
You know what else I used to do? I used to smoke a bit of weed back then, Mark. It affected my memory just a tad. Just a tad.
So what were you fixing over there?
I fixed my glasses. This is how poor I am. I have reading glasses, computer glasses I call them, because I have.
Right.
I finally gave up about 3-4 years ago, and I got trifocals. Because I'm in my 50s. I made it like well over 50, like in my mid-50s before I started wearing glasses every day. That's pretty good.
That is really good.
But I need like a 2.5 power to see my computer, okay? Because my trifocals are, pretty much, 0.25 for the main one, because my distance is fine. But the middle, I need to have a little magnification for the computer. And if I want to see my watch or my phone, I need like 3s because I can't see my watch.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't see my fake Chinese watches. Better get trifocals, which is what I did. So, but for the computer, the trifocals, the line is a little thin for my 50-inch computer screen. So I just went and got some reading glasses, and I broke them. I've had these glasses for, God, I bet these are 5 years old, $20 at the Walgreens, and I just broke them right before you called.
They look nice. They actually look designer. They are. And your repair. I just noticed your repair job.
Can't tell, can you?
Yeah, so you cannot tell.
Because I have gaffer's tape. You know what gaffer's tape is?
Yeah.
Strong stuff. Very strong stuff. It's better than duct tape.
It's crazy because it just looks like there's a matte finish on that side.
Yeah, they're even more designer now. They're white trash designer. So now I don't know what to do. Do I go get new ones, or do I just keep rocking these? I don't know. I never leave the house.
I say I was gonna say if you're not going anywhere now.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's the one thing I didn't like about glasses. Cause I've been wearing. I realized the other day I went to go get my glasses adjusted.
Is this the part of the show where we start talking about doctors and health? Because
no. But I went in there and I realized that
if it is
60 years. Yeah. I've been wearing glasses.
Woo, you're an old man.
60 years I've been wearing glasses. I've been wearing glasses since before kindergarten. So
wow.
I've always had glasses. So and I noticed that all of a sudden they started making these lenses now, and if I take my glasses off, I can read. But if I have my glasses on, because I can't see
distance
far away. Distance.
So you're what doctors call nearsighted.
Yes.
I am farsighted.
And so in order to get glasses now, I have to get the Invisalign bifocals.
Oh, I hate those.
Because the glasses are so strong here that if I it's all blurry if I try to read off the paper here. But if I take them off, I can read fine. But instead of taking them off and on, I got to get these Invisaligns, which crank up your bill about an extra buck and a half.
First of all, Invisaligns are what you get on your teeth. That's is that what it is? That's braces, Mark.
I thought it was. I thought this was the same thing.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Or not the same thing. But
maybe it is. They tried to sell me that once too.
There's a name on it.
Yeah.
Where there's I
think it's called Transitions.
No, that's the
the free sunglasses.
Yes.
Nah, man, I don't know. I don't have that either.
So that's what this is. These are just regular Wayfarers that will clear down to clear lens.
Oh, so those are also sunglasses? No.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. That's fancy. I can't
With
do
the
that.
original Wayfarer green color
Yeah,
too.
no,
man.
I can't do that.
Right off of Don Johnson's
I
wardrobe.
can't. No, I've got a pair of Foster Grants and I've got a pair of Ray-Bans that have my prescription, and I can't do that invisible line shit. I tried that with a pair of glasses when I first needed trifocals, and it made me dizzy. I couldn't do it. So I have the lines in my glasses like an old person.
Oh,
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah. See, hold on. Let me see. Mark and I can see each other on the on the computer.
Oh, I see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see them.
Look at that. I got lines on there. Yeah.
I figured you would get yourself some Jackie O style glasses.
No, man, I don't have that kind of money. Come on.
You know?
I
Glasses are fairly cheap now.
Yeah.
I mean, these Wayfarers are $175.
round. Yeah, no, I have insurance, so my Ray-Ban, I have Ray-Ban mirrored prescription sunglasses, and they were free with my insurance.
Oh, perfect.
And
So they're nice. So you got Ray-Bans.
oh yeah. I've got the Ray-Bans, which are very dark, so I wear those when I'm outside. When I'm in the car with the tinted windows, I wear the fancy. What are these things? What are these things even called? I don't even know. Here, I'll put them on so that no one can see them but you. Look at that, huh? What do you think?
Oh, now there's some shades. There you go.
Yeah,
They're nice.
these are a little Jackie O maybe, aren't they?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, but you can see
Got a little style,
Look at
like
that.
the 1960s.
Look at that.
Yeah, sleek.
Lines in them though, and you can see the lines from the prescription.
Yeah, I can.
That's this is pretty new to me. It's pretty exotic still. I've not been a full-time glasses wearer till about 3 years ago, and I'm still not used to it.
Yeah. My wife gets contacts, but she has to have glasses for reading. Mm-hmm. You can't get both. With the contacts, she literally has to put on a pair of those, and she has probably, I bet you she has 10 pairs.
So do you both have needs corrective lenses written on your driver's license?
Yes,
I do.
No, she doesn't. I do.
I do not have that.
No,
because I'm
So
farsighted.
last time you took,
Dude, I can read a license plate from 50 yards away with no glasses. I'm fine. Yeah.
and those letters they give you to read anyway. It's really, you would have to be really pretty blind not to see those. You know what I mean?
I've always wanted to go
into driving test.
Always wanted to go in there and have a couple of drinks and see if it really changes anything. So I'm serious. I think about that every time. I'm like, the next time I come in here, we're going to do this, and then you're going to dilate my eyes, and then I'm going to go have I'll do 3 shots of whiskey. Or maybe have somebody come in and make me a smoked old fashioned. That's all I need, and then we'll see how I read.
All right, I got a question. I got an IT question for you again.
All right.
So we're gonna take a break, and then I'll call in.
All right. Yes, IT is not available right now, but please call the number right after this.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Ring, ring, ring.
Oh,
Typical
hey man, thanks for calling IT, man. What can I do for you?
The IT.
What's so funny, man? I need to know. I sound like Dewey.
Yeah, no, you do. We can bring Dewey back and just be you.
Okay, dude. What can I help you with? You got a technical problem?
Yes.
Yeah, what is it, man?
Okay, here's what we got. Okay. Of course, to me, it's a new app called Shazam.
Oh, new app, dude. That shit's been around for years, man.
I know, but I just discovered it.
Oh my God, man. How old are you? Who is this?
My name is Bocephus.
Uh-huh. Are you calling from heaven, man? Are you like that old? Did you go to high school with God?
Yes.
That makes sense, man. All right, what do you want to know about it?
Okay. So when you have Shazam, what you do is you push the button, right?
Yeah.
And then the music's playing, and it'll listen.
Yeah.
And then it'll tell you who the band is.
The
and
Who?
what the
I
song
love
is,
The Who,
right?
man. I've seen The Who a million times, man.
The name of the band
Yeah.
is the band, right? Okay, I'll say that.
Who's
again.
on first, man? I don't know.
Okay, so
Third base. Yeah.
Can you use Shazam?
Uh-huh.
Should Shazam work when a band is playing live?
I don't know, man. Depends on how good they are.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm sitting there at the city park,
Yeah.
and it's a big concert thing. And do you remember? Okay, here we go. Do you remember the band Cowboy Mouth?
Sure. I've seen them many times, man.
Yeah, and they've been around forever.
I forgot it was tech support, man. Yeah.
Did you know where they were? Did you know where they were based in New Orleans?
I did know that, man. I didn't know that. Jenny says, yeah, man.
So he's going to be. They're playing and they're headlining, and there's a bunch of bands come on first. So first band comes, and it's a 3-piece surf band, surf rock.
Sure,
band.
that's a big thing in Louisiana, surf rock.
I know, it was crazy, but it was fun, and it was actually the bass player from Cowboy Mouth playing guitar, and he likes surf rock. So
Yeah,
that
man.
plays, everything's fine. The next band comes on, it's just a bar band, plays at little local honky tonks, stuff like that around here. Small band. They even said they just play small bands. They've been playing for 20,
What's the
30
fucking
years.
question, man?
So, okay, so
Forgot where we were, man.
give me 3 steps.
Lynyrd
is
Skynyrd,
what they decide
man.
to play.
Yeah.
Right. And they're playing it. So I said, let me push the. Oh, no. They were playing another song. So I hit Shazam, and it goes, it says, I wish I remember exactly, but it was something
Me
similar
too, man.
to this. We're listening. And then the next thing says, hang in there. We're still listening. And then the next one is like, we're going to have to go deeper, so hang on. And it came back and says, don't know that song.
You confused it, man.
So it's playing this one song. So I go, I wonder if it's the song is
So the way it works, man, is
not done well, or is it a good song?
The AI knows what the song is from the songs that have already been played, man. But if it's some hammerhead just doing a different song, it's not
okay.
going to know, man. It's not going to know.
Because Give Me 3 Steps plays, and it doesn't pick it up. So I go, let's wait. I'm going to wait till the hook plays.
You're talking, you need like military grade AI to make that work, man.
Literally says, give me 3 steps. Won't you give me, Mister, give me 3 steps towards the door. And I'm recording it. And it's going, don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And you thought
And I was
you
dying
had a
laughing.
computer whammy, and I think you do, man, but that's got nothing to do with this. Anything else I can do for you today here at Tech Support, man? Because
No, that's it. Thank
I'm
you.
feeling stupider, man. I don't know why. It's not you, though. It's probably me. All right, I'm going to go.
So I was laughing at the band for no reason.
All right, hang loose, man.
I just thought it was hilarious.
All right, how was that tech support call? I didn't hear any of that. Did that go okay?
He was helpful. Wasn't actually, apparently they moved the call center to America.
Oh, wow, that's good, man.
Somewhere on the West Coast.
Guy's kind of a
And
stoner.
apparently it was 420
Yeah,
somewhere.
it sounds about right for the West Coast. Yep, they had a lot of fires out there. A lot of marijuana burned.
Yeah, a lot of murder. Yeah, a lot of secondhand smoke.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, man.
So, okay, I got 3 topics for you.
Oh, all right.
See what you want to talk about.
Go, hit me. Is this
Filthy?
Is this the show?
Filthy?
Hold on. Is this the show prep part of the show? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Filthy 15,
Oh, cool. I like that.
oldest musician,
Okay.
or creepy psych facts.
Oh, I like creepy psych facts, right? Yeah, you have to get me.
Okay,
got
let
me
me go
that.
pull them up.
Are we going to just the BuzzFeed part of our show?
No, this was something else, but it was on Facebook Reels. But it's and I thought this is funny. As soon as I saw a creepy psychology facts, I go, oh man, I'm in. Okay, number 1.
Go.
Your brain can sense when someone is staring at you, even if you're asleep.
That's very
scary.
No, that's true. I mean,
I know it's true. I've been woken up.
hey, I've been
seen
watching a
crap.
lot of ghost channels on YouTube, and I shouldn't do that because I live alone. It's a terrible idea. And dude, I have felt like somebody is staring at me before here in this house with the blinds closed, and it's just me, not even the dog, and somebody's watching me.
Well, you remember when I used to have those, when I would wake up and I've had people's faces in my face and then sliding away. I mean, that's a psychological something that has to do with your brain.
There's a channel I watch where he calls those people shadow bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, shadow bastards.
It's like, man, you don't know how much praying. I almost brought out a Mexican candle.
Nope, no, don't do that, because that's like a whole thing that kids are doing. They're I guess they stand in the mirror, they chant something, then they light a candle, and they have to walk around the house, and they have to keep this shadow person from affecting them. And if the candle goes out, then you're in big trouble.
What is wrong with kids?
I don't know.
Watch a movie?
Yeah, that's probably where they got the idea.
Anybody's name 3 times in a mirror. Period.
I mean, what if I say your name 3 times in a mirror in the dark? You going to appear? Because that would save you a fortune on plane tickets. I can do that if you want to come to Florida. I'm just going to go in the bathroom. Mark Steele, Mark Steele, Mark Steele.
All right, here's number 2. Ready?
Yeah.
Most people have had at least one thought of pushing someone off a high place. It's actually called Call of the Void.
Does that person include perhaps an ex-spouse of any kind?
I would assume so.
I would
probably.
think that most people who have gone through the ravages of divorce have thought about such a thing, even before they got divorced. I'm not saying I'm one of them.
No, I don't think I've ever thought
I don't
that.
Think
I don't know.
No.
I've wished ill.
For legal reasons, we're both going to say that we've never thought of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And if I did, I would tell myself and turn myself down.
I wouldn't. I would not. I'd never tell anyone. I'd deny until you die. That's what you do.
Number 3, if you imagine a conversation with someone, your brain reacts as if it really happened.
Yeah, that's
scary.
That's where pathological liars come from.
Yeah, that's super
there are people that, I mean, if you watch any of these police chase videos, I mean, that's these same people say, that wasn't me. It's like, you just got out of the car that I crashed into a tree. Yeah, but that wasn't me. But you're covered in blood, and I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me. And these guys, they get in the back of the police car. I don't know what they're doing, man. I didn't do nothing. Cars over there on fire. And they're like dead serious. I mean, I don't know what you got me here. I was a passenger. You were the only one in the car. Well, it wasn't me driving. And you can see how convinced some of these people are that it wasn't me, when it was clearly them.
That's crazy, man. That's super crazy. Okay, the mind often creates false memories that feel 100% real.
Yes, I once believed that I had money and bought a Porsche, and it turns. What do you spit that? Were you drinking there when I said that? Yeah, all right. That wasn't hot, was it?
No, but I almost drowned. Okay. I was waterboarding myself.
I think I waterboarded you there.
That was hilarious.
It's hilarious because it's true.
That caught me off guard. That was good. That was
me being funny caught you off guard? Really?
No, just when you said that, it's so funny.
I once bought a Porsche.
Well, I know one thing. I know that when I was going through my step studies and all that, I keep finding these things that I have decided that were once true,
Yeah.
Facts that happened to me.
Yeah.
And they don't exist. And I actually had conversations with people that I thought were like part of this thing.
Really?
And they go, and it's like they're no recollection of it whatsoever. No. And one of the first ones was, this is really weird, was losing my virginity.
Oh, what was his name?
I thought
no, too soon.
No, but gosh, no, I can't say that because in case somebody listens to it, it's no.
No one's listening to this, Mark.
No, I know, but
especially after last week with all the echo.
But I was at this party, and I got too drunk to ride my bike home. Way too drunk to ride my bike home because I learned the first time when you go kickstart the bike, and you're drunk, a lot of times you fall over.
Really?
And the bike falls on top of you. Yeah. You fall to the side and the bike falls on you. So that doesn't work too well. So I asked for a ride home, and it was somebody I knew from high school.
Yeah.
And I thought she was my first time. And I thought it was my first time. And then we had a conversation years later.
Please tell me this has nothing to do with a bicycle.
30, 40 years ago, and she said that that she had a crush on me and this and that, and she said she thought about taking advantage of me when I was drunk that day.
Yeah.
But she said it was too hard to find your house because you kept taking me up and down streets pointing where your friends live.
So you think you banged this girl?
I thought I did.
And
yeah,
she
that was
said
my
no.
that was my story. Yes.
So you're not sure who you lost your virginity to?
No idea. I'm not sure if I have.
Well, you got 2 kids.
Yeah, well then, okay. There's something happening.
Yeah, I mean, you did drink a lot then back.
I hope. David does look a little bit.
David
like
looks
me.
a lot
More
like
a-
you. Yeah.
more of a handsome version of me, but
Well, shit, Mark.
isn't that wild? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, crazy. And I've had other stories like that of where I thought that this is what happened, this is the truth, and it was nowhere near the truth.
I mean, I had a conversation with my ex a while back where we were talking about, she was trying to talk me into, she's like, well, why don't we just do this? And, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not getting involved in anything with money with you ever again. And I said, do you remember that time that I had to make your mortgage payment after we got divorced because it was going to auto draft out of your account on the 1st and you didn't have the money until you got paid on like the 2nd. And because you don't know how to plan ahead with your bills, and I had to give you the entire amount of the mortgage, and I had to pay my rent too. But luckily, I had some money saved, and I just gave you all my savings. And she said, I don't remember that. I'm like, you don't remember that because I sure as hell remember that because you.
Yeah, well, when are you going to pay me back?
Yeah, she did. She actually paid me back, which is why I remember because I legitimately I thought, well, I'm never going to see this money again.
Yeah, that's fat loss.
This is just going to be extra on top of the child support I'm already getting banged out for. But she swore up and down that I never did that. And I'm sure she would tell that same story today. And I know it. I go back and look at my banking records and see what happened. And I remember how much it was.
Yeah. Okay, here's one. Your subconscious, we were just talking about this. Your subconscious notices red flags before your conscious mind does.
Really? You know what? That's
interesting.
That's called having a gut feeling, but not listening to it.
Yeah, well, we were talking about that as like, it's so, what I realized about myself and then gave myself a year off after my divorce before I started seeing anybody or talking.
At least that is your recollection.
Yeah, at least that's the story I'm sticking to today. But of course, I'll be getting told tomorrow that I actually talked to somebody earlier.
This is not correct.
But when I was out dating, I was like, I saw everything for what it was. And I remember before, all the red flags that causes a problem in your relationship, my relationships, were the reasons why things didn't work out well, were all up front. It wasn't like it was a surprise. It wasn't like, oh, how did this person turn like this? No, they were always like this. But that was kind of cool, though. I didn't know that was actually true, though. Your subconscious picks it up.
I believe it.
Smiling, even when fake, can trick your brain into feeling happy.
I do that all the time.
Fake it till you make it.
That's exactly right. Yes. It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. Or at least I had a guidance counselor tell me that once.
Yes.
Yeah, when I had sourpuss face, I guess. I don't know.
The human brain can stay active minutes after the body dies.
Yeah, that's comforting, isn't it?
I know that.
You could get your head chopped off and your brain is still going to be working. So you're still going to be alive, but have your whole head chopped off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds fun. I don't want to do that.
No, thank you.
Nope. I could show you a video on Faces of Death.
No,
sure?
I never watched one of those Faces of Death. Never will.
Yeah, don't. That's a bell you cannot unring once you see that stuff. Ooh.
I'm not interested in any of that stuff. I can't watch any of that stuff. Even watching from a young kid with the Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Oh, with Marlon Perkins.
And when the lion was running after to kill the elk.
Yeah.
Couldn't watch it.
I just
can't watch anybody kill anything.
It's nature, Mark. It's just it's nature.
I know, but I'm not involved. I don't want to be involved.
You know who I felt bad for in that show was Jim. He had to do all the work while Marlon Perkins. Here we see Jim going down to swim with the great whites. So while Marlon's on the boat sipping a goddamn martini, getting his name on the show.
Yeah, and it was his show.
Yeah, and Jim's just like, ha.
with an insurance company huffing the bills, betting on the odds of Jim making it.
Yeah, and Marlon's just like, Jim is heavily insured to a Mutual of Omaha's life policy. God almighty.
Okay, here's the last one. If you aren't following us, you'll probably never meet us again.
What? If you aren't following us, you'll probably never meet us again. What does that mean?
Doug, this is what the what is it? Icaviology IG.
I don't know what the hell any of that means.
Put this post out, put at the end of the thing.
What is that? Oh,
if you're not following us,
them,
you'll probably never meet us.
Yep, probably again. Right. Don't care either.
But I did like their stuff. Some of it was kind of creepy.
Well, are you following them?
That was kind of creepy. Huh?
Or did you follow them?
No.
Oh, Mark.
No.
So that's the last we'll ever hear of them on this show.
That's the last one, unless it pops up again.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to do Filthy 15?
Yeah, that one.
Oldest musician?
Filthy. Let's go Filthy.
Filthy 15.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to see you try not to say bad words.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be back.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, the Filthy 15.
Sounds dirty.
What these are songs that are never played on the radio, but are on albums, and these are the dirtiest 15 songs
that never got on the air.
That never got on the air.
Like,
by big bands.
So not like Christine 16 by Kiss.
Wait a minute. I might be lying because I see one right and two now. I see three. I see. Oh no, some of them did make.
These
it
are
to
all
the radio.
best testers, aren't they?
Yes.
All right. What do you got?
The first one is rated X.
Yep. By
and X stands for what they say. Okay, profane or sexual, explicit.
Okay.
Sexually explicit.
We know what rated X
Judas
is.
Priest.
Yep.
Eat Me Alive.
All right.
I don't know anything about Priest that well, except for breaking the law.
Gay. Maybe you knew that.
Yeah. Motley Crue. Rated V.
Yep.
For violence. Bastard.
I don't know that song.
I don't know that song either.
You said a bad word though.
Did I?
Yeah, bastard.
Oh God. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lord.
It's entertaining for me.
Prince. Now, this one didn't play on the radio, but everybody knows this song.
What song?
It's rated X.
Yep.
Darling Nikki.
Oh, I love that song. The Foo Fighters covered that.
Yes.
Prince.
And then another song he wrote.
Prince has a worse song than that. Way worse.
Than Darling Nikki?
It's one of the best songs he ever did that never got in the radio. It's called Pussy Control.
Oh, I've heard of that before, but I never heard the song.
Go on to YouTube or something and listen to it. Write that down. The things you're never going to do.
Yeah. Where's that list of things I'm never going to
for
do?
you, I want you to write down P Control by Prince. That way you won't have to write the whole word.
Thanks.
Yeah. But it's legitimately one of his best songs.
My favorite song from Prince is Bambi.
That's a good song. That's actually a good song.
First album, real rocky. Yeah. He was really rocky.
He was. All right.
That guy's super talented. You've seen the tribute to the Beatle.
Yeah. George.
Do you see the tribute to George, right?
George who?
What?
George Watkins? No. George Henryson?
George Clinton? No.
No. Lennon? George Lennon? Was it him?
No, not George Lennon.
Was it George McCartney?
No.
Was it George Starr?
Harrison.
There it is. George Harrison. Yes. Yeah. And George Harrison's son was on guitar standing behind Tom Petty, and Jeff Lynne was on stage.
And all these guys out there, but their faces when he came out, that he owned it.
Yeah, he did. And
even Clapton was like, holy crap.
So do you know why he did that?
I don't know.
He did that.
So he pissed on everyone's guitar.
I read this because Rolling Stone had just come out with another one of their stupid lists of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time, and Prince was not on the list. And that had just come out right before that event. And so
that makes sense.
So he came out there and showed them who was. And then the next time they did one of those lists, Prince came out at number 14. Don't ask me how I know this, but I just do.
I mean, I'm watching those guys, watching Petty and watching Clapton, and all those people just like
they were just like, what in the hell is happening right now? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was killing it. Okay, next one, Rated X.
Yep.
Sugar Walls.
Oh, that's a good song.
Written by Prince, sung by the darling Sheena Easton.
Yeah, I remember that song. That was a minor hit.
Yes. Okay, I can't say this word.
Spell it.
It's from our friends Blackie Lawless.
Uh-huh.
You know who that is,
No,
right?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, Stet. You know Stet, right? Stet Howland.
Nope.
You remember Stet from Fort Myers, right?
No,
Stet?
I don't remember that.
Stet Howland was a drummer.
Nope.
He's a Florida boy. Not a Florida boy, but he lives in Florida now. Wasp.
Oh, yeah, I do remember them.
And the song is called Animal F Like a Beast.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know that song.
That wasn't going to get on the
That
radio.
was never my speed of music, that stuff.
Rated O. What does O stand for?
Orgasm. Oh.
A cult.
Oh, a cult. Mark, you better skip that one.
So who is this one now? That's why I don't know the band. Merciful Fate.
Good.
And the band, that's the name of the band, and the song's called Into the Coven. Oh boy.
Halloween song.
Oh, here you go. Now here's something, because I thought Vanity did more than just a couple of like Pretty Mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Prince
Pretty Mess on My Dress and all that.
Prince wrote all that stuff. Yeah.
But they had a song called Strap On Robbie, baby.
That is definitely something Prince would do. Mm-hmm.
Next one. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know this was considered dirty. This is considered, what's D stand for?
Dick.
D stands for drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
So drugs and alcohol. So that's, I don't know. That's so bad. I don't know. I didn't. Def Leppard, High and Dry.
Oh, come on. What, really?
I don't see that.
No.
I'm sorry. We played that on the radio, and that was just no.
No.
Oh, here's another one. Makes no sense. This stands for violence. Who made this? This is definitely from that place. I bet you. This is just such a sissy stuff. This is Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it. Violence.
Oh, please. Next.
I know. Come on.
Next.
So it's apparently right now it's the Filthy 14.
Here. I'm gonna give you a rated X from Prince. I bet you didn't know about, from the Controversy album. Do you remember the song Jack You Off?
Yes.
And then Head. Yes.
Yeah, we used to play that. We used to play those at the club.
Yeah, that's how I know those two, from club days.
Controversy.
Jack You Off's a good song, though, man. That's a great song.
Yes. Madonna, Dress You Up.
Come on. What does that even mean? Dress you up in my love. It's
that's supposed to be profanity and sexually explicit. Now,
come on.
Oh, here's another gay one too. This is stupid.
What?
But She Bop.
Oh, next.
Yeah. Let Me Put My Love Into You.
I mean,
AC/DC.
a little obvious. They've done worse.
Yes.
Big balls.
Big balls.
Yeah. which we used to get in trouble for playing on Fridays.
Yep. On the time.
Yep.
Black Sabbath, Trashed, Drugs and Alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, this is another dumb one.
That's the Black Sabbath song you pick is Trashed.
That's the one they picked, not mine.
There's a lot of Black Sabbath songs you could go that aren't that.
Way worse.
Yes.
Suicide Solution could be enough. That's the one that set the Tipper Gore on fire.
It's actually a really good song.
Mary Jane Girls, which is a product of Rick James.
Right.
My House. That was a poppy song. Remember that song?
My House in the Middle of Our Street?
No, not that one. It's
Our House.
You can do what you want at my house.
Oh, yeah.
It's like to invite you over.
Forgot about
they had
that.
little sexy girls.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not... that's...
Who wrote this list? A bunch of goddamn Mormons? Jeez.
It didn't... I didn't take the name. I just took the thing out of here.
Mormons.
And finally, have you ever heard of a band called Venom?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
Possessed.
Oh, yeah. That's
so this is a horrible list.
That should... did this come from... This came from your church, didn't it?
No.
It did.
No, well, there would be a lot more songs than this one. And it would have been songs that you would have said, like, what?
No, come on. Nothing, no devil songs in there, like Devil Man by White Zombie? No? None of that?
You would think, yeah, anything. Rob Zombie should have a lot of
literally every Rob Zombie song.
And that guy, super talented, but scary mind with his scary stuff. He's scarier than Stephen King.
No,
he's scarier than that Ubba Lubba Shumbum guy.
He is smart on another level, and that's the stuff that just entertains him. That's all. His IQ has to be off the charts.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. It's like, oh, so you could literally do whatever you wanted. You're like that smart. He's one of those guys that could literally do anything. He could go over and say, I don't really know how to play the piano, but I'm going to go buy a piano. And then you come back tomorrow and he's playing the piano. How did you? I taught myself piano. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, yeah. I hate people like that because I'm not that.
Well, I think we're gonna tap out.
Yeah, I'm done, man.
I'm gonna play a Tim Bob.
Okay, good, because I've been slacking again and I haven't gone through any tapes. It's been very busy. We have a holiday weekend coming up, and I've been actually very buried at work. And as soon as we're done doing this podcast, I got to go back to work late tonight and get all this crap finished so I can leave early on Friday.
Well, we got we have the website. I have the website for Tim Bob, where they were able to grab a bunch of his tapes.
He's the movie guy, right?
Yeah, and he's about 20 or 30 of them up there. So there's stuff that we used to play back in the day, but these, they're old movies, but it's just to get an idea of what he was like.
Pretend that my brain doesn't work, because it doesn't. And did we talk to him, or did we call his machine?
We brought him. We used to call his machine. We got it off of Rick Power's Power Sheets.
But then we started calling him personally?
Yeah, then we started calling him for...
movie reviews.
Movie reviews, and we used them for the... Because weren't they like trying to bust our chops, because all the morning shows were doing the award shows all the time.
Yeah.
So they were like the Oscars.
And we were sick of that shit. Yeah.
So we had him. We gave him the Oscar nominations, and he would just bash all the movies.
Yeah, well, nobody's.
And that's how we talked about it.
I do remember him saying, "Yeah, nobody's really coming to see that." Or I actually had people walk out of that movie.
Yeah, I remember when you said there would be something that's Oscar nominated, Academy Award. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you just come buy a ticket, I'll give you a ticket for next week's movie. If you really don't like it.
That's a businessman. He's businessman.
He knew how to work it, man, because he knew they were going to hit that snack bar, and that was 300% price mark.
All right, so he has a website. When the website is, where can we find the website?
It's let me see. I do not have my laptop.
Oh my God, you're promoting Tim Bob. We don't know where it is. I have my laptop.
I will put link on Facebook.
Tim Bob.
Our Facebook page is. You would look it up? Okay.
Yeah. And
I'll put it on the Facebook page.
Where is the Tim Bob's Tim Robbins? No, that's not right. It's
Tim Bob. I put Graham Cinema.
You sure?
Tim Bob.
Graham Cinema, right? Graham, right?
Yeah.
Here it is, Tim Bob. The Graham Cinema. They're still on Yelp. Look at that. I don't see any link here to his.
There should be a link to his stuff.
Huh?
Let me see here.
I see Reddit posts about Tim Bob and the Graham. There we go. Here's the Graham Cinema in North Carolina. No cell phones. Apparently they're still open. And it is grahamcinema.net. But I don't know if there's any Tim Bob stuff on there.
Yeah, I'll have to find it, because I did save the link.
As he is now there. Well, just put that on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I saved the link so we could go and check, but they can check it out whenever they want to. He was a great guy.
They're still located at 119 North Main Street in Graham, North Carolina, 27253. The phone number is 336-226-1488.
That's exactly what it used to sound like. The guy had a good life, man. He had a movie theater.
He's sharp.
He had fun. He told jokes, and then he had some great jokes too. And then he would play golf.
Or maybe that's what killed him.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see.
He actually died of a heart attack.
Where is this movie theater? This movie theater is just to the east of Greensboro. It's between Greensboro and Raleigh-Durham. I thought it was in the mountains. It's not. It's just kind of in the.
Do you ever pass by that when you go up to Bryant's?
No. That's hours from Bryant's house.
Okay.
He's closer to the coast than he is to the. Well, he's like about halfway between the coast and the mountains. So, North Carolina is a big state. If you
stretches wide.
go from the Natalia Forest, in western North Carolina, all the way to Nags Head, that's like an 8-hour drive across one.
Yeah,
it's not quite as big as Texas, but man, that is a drive.
I got a friend that lives in Rock Hill, just north of Charlotte, but I don't think Charlotte's near there.
South. Rock Hill is a southern suburb of Charlotte.
Oh, south?
Yeah.
Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah, that used to be our halfway point when we used to drive from Sarasota to Pittsburgh when we were kids. My mom didn't want to drive too long, and Rock Hill was exactly halfway. So she would make us stop in Rock Hill. Oh, I don't want to drive too long. We get to Rock Hill like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, Mom, we can still drive for like another 5 hours. Oh, no, I don't want to drive that. Okay. So we have, 2 10-hour drives instead of like one 14-hour drive and one 6 or 8 hour drive.
Yeah.
But Rock Hill, man, I think there's a Six Flags near there. I just drove through there not that long ago, and there's way too many people living in Charlotte now compared to before.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's his name lives there too. Do you know that?
I have relatives there.
What the heck's his name? The guy from used to be at. I think he was at. He was in Miami. Then he went to Tampa, and he ran not the Bone.
John Boy. John Boy lives there.
No.
Billy.
No. What was his name? No. I'm talking about. He lives in Charlotte now, but it's like no. It's somebody from radio.
Somebody from
Brian.
Tampa.
Brian. Here's another Brian.
Brian Cox.
And he was married to Rosie. Remember Rosie from 99X?
No.
Rosie, it was over
Vaguely.
at 99X for a while. Is it Brian Harden?
Maybe.
No?
Brad Harden?
No, not Brad. No, Brad Harden. No, it's Brian something or other.
I don't know.
He lives up that way. He used to work at, not she, but he worked at the other one there.
What, at 97 GTR or Magic 102.7?
No, before that.
Zeta?
Zeta. He was at Zeta 4.
Right.
And then he went from Zeta 4, he went up to, what's the name of the rock station that iHeart owns now up there?
Up where? In Charlotte?
No, in Tampa.
Oh, 98 Rock.
Yeah, he was there forever, and he left.
Dude, I have not listened to that station.
I don't know if he's even in radio anymore, but
that station has not been a preset in my car since the 90s. I could not tell you what is on 98 Rock, other than the big rig, Ron Michaels, who will never die, on every iHeart Rock station in the country.
Yeah,
it's just it's so crazy.
I heard him when I was living in Lake Charles. I heard him coming out of the Beaumont.
Dude, he's on Q106 in Macon. I hear him on DVE in Pittsburgh on the weekends. That guy, and he's such a great guy. I love Ronnie Michaels. I would never say anything bad about Ronnie.
Man, he had a good shtick, man. He's great.
He is one of the best on-air talents that I have ever heard in my life. And
he's a great afternoon driver.
And on top of that, super nice guy. Could not be nicer. He is one of the.
I've never met him, but I was impressed with his.
Oh
he's
yeah, no,
got a good style.
Known him for a very long time, and every time I see him, he could not be warmer and nicer.
It's wild how many of the old guys. Some of them actually make it through the entire cutting process.
Yeah,
it's nice. And fortunately, I noticed. Not to knock anybody else, but the ones that are staying are actually people that are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like Flying Brian down in the beat down in Fort Myers. I don't know if you're. And he's actually, Flying Brian's actually doing nights in Boston on the classic.
Oh my God!
He's a hip hop morning show in the daytime, and he does classic rock.
I mean, it's just.
But he's one of the radio good guys, man. He's just a good dude.
There's another one. If we're gonna name drop, my friend Mark Raz. He's the one who hired me in Pittsburgh back in the early '90s, and then quit and promptly went to AAF in Boston and left me to rot in Pittsburgh. And Mark and I talked to Mark the day before yesterday.
He's a good dude.
He is probably the best person. No offense. That I ever met in radio.
Is he still in
Philly?
Yeah,
he's on WXTU, the country station.
Yeah,
he's the PD and does, I think, middays or afternoons. I don't know what he does now.
He's working for Beasley.
Yeah,
Beasley's property.
It used to be CBS. We used to work for the same company for years, and then when the big Beasley swap happened, Beasley got a hold of them. And I keep telling him, like, why don't you semi-retire and go to QIK in Tampa and work there until you can retire, because they go through PDs about every 6 months at QIK. just sell everything in New Jersey and move down here to Florida and retire. He's like, too hot, not coming down there. But
Wow.
Raz is one of the, I mean, dude, you would love Raz. He's one of those guys that just has positive energy oozing from him at all times. And he's sarcastically witty and funny. He's one of my favorite people I've ever met.
I know. I've heard from other people from other people too, the same thing.
Yeah.
Besides you, but I've heard from a lot of people that I know, because radio is such a small world.
Yeah.
You're only 2 jocks away from knowing.
Right.
Somebody.
No, everybody knows everybody. Big market, small market, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Everybody's the same. But
And I'm glad he's working too, because I like to see the good guys still working.
yep.
Man. Just,
And he is definitely one of them. And Beasley has not done anything stupid to him, which is astounding to me. And he likes working there.
he must be. I'm surprised that the country does so well in Philadelphia.
I think they're the only country station, so it's by default.
Yeah.
Nobody else is ballsy enough to do country in Philly.
That is kind of ballsy. Yeah. You think about it.
Yep.
I saw that they were like the morning show there in the rock station there that had been there for like 40 years. 2 guys and a girl that had been there for like 40 years, and they're stripping them apart.
I don't know what the rock station in Philly is anymore.
And it was so weird because sometimes you get 2 guys that they get along good, so it sounds good, but they both sound exactly alike, and you can't tell when one would talk and one would finish.
WMMR, that's what it is.
Yeah. And they just blew the girl out after like 30-something years with the stripping apart their morning show.
It's just Preston and Steve.
Yeah.
So they had a girl on the show, and they just kind of screwed her and kicked her out.
Yeah,
of it.
they budget cut.
That's too bad.
Show
Going
in a different direction.
Let's see who owns that station. They are owned by who? Oh, they're owned by Beasley.
Yeah.
Well, hey, save
money.
Say no more.
Yeah.
We've all been.
I've been laid off and fired by them. I don't even know how many times. I'm gonna make up a number, but it's somewhere not too far away from 5.
5 times, really? Laid off?
Yeah, I think I was laid off like 4.
You want to call it laid off, or I always call it fired.
I'd say it's called fired. It's just a fancy way to say that, because they don't want to say that I fired people to save money. The laid off sounds better.
But they do. That's what they do. Let me think. How many times have I been laid off? I mean, fired. Let's see. I got fired from the same building twice in Sarasota. So that's twice. Where else did I get fired from? I got fired. Is that it? That might be it. I've only gotten fired twice. That doesn't sound right. I think that is right. And
in my entire career, I've only left 3 stations.
Wow.
On my own willpower. The rest of them, they gave me a chance to go. Like Q106, I could say that I left and went over to Brunswick, but it's like, no, because that guy was pushing me out.
Yeah, no, they totally fired you.
Period. They wouldn't even with that little bit of salary I was making, they cut my pay down to $16,000. They wouldn't even want to pay that.
Yeah.
They just didn't want it.
Dude, they wanted to fire you immediately, and I wouldn't let them.
I know, it's just stupid.
I know.
Yeah, people, when was that? It was like in October.
Yeah.
It's like right before Christmas and everything else.
That's what I said. I said, let the guy work through the end of the year, for fuck's sake. And,
make some money.
Right.
Give me a chance to find something.
Exactly. And
I jumped the gun. But the only thing that was good about that bad call I made going to Brunswick was I was able to pop up in Hattiesburg. And those people, to this day, salt of the earth, man. Those local mom and pop shop.
Mississippi did you right, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they treated me like family,
Yeah.
literally. And they were a little bit disappointed I left. But, I went to go try to do programming and stuff. But they were a little disappointed, but they still treat me well.
Yeah.
I think that's water's under the bridge now.
Yeah.
Plus, they picked up a morning guy that's been with them since I left.
They were pissed at me in Macon twice when I quit to go to Savannah, and that didn't work out. And then they hired me back, and then 6 months later, I quit again.
Go back
to Florida. I'm like, you know what? I can't live in this town anymore. Oh, they were like, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I was like,
I wonder when iHeart bought out Steve. Did Rick get to keep his job?
I don't think so. No, I think Rick was gone shortly after I left. I don't.
Did Steven realize he was running people off?
I don't know.
Did they catch up with him or something?
I didn't keep in contact with any of those people after I left.
I was wondering if Rick said, after a while, it starts to see the writing on the wall. It's not always everyone's fault when you look at there's one thing in common and it's you, then it's usually your fault.
They were also pissed at me after I left. After they brought me back and promoted me and gave me way more money, and I was like, they don't want to do this. Everyone get the hell out of here. We were right in the middle of building that new building too.
If they were smart, honest to goodness, and of course this is us talking, but it's like they should have brought us in the afternoon drive.
I tried to make them do us after they
would have made so much money.
I tried to tell everybody.
They could have sold the crap out.
I know, but nobody was doing that back then, and because nobody was doing it, they couldn't see. Well, that's just paying two people. We can't do that. I know. Believe me, I know, but nobody.
But there's a lot of. You know what? I'm going to write that down for next week.
What?
Things that people in radio think that have to happen that don't have to happen.
The people in radio who tried to save money and ended up costing them money.
Yes.
I think that station got sold to iHeart. I don't know, 3-4 years after we left. I think it was right around, 2000, 2001 maybe when that station got sold. And when did we leave? You left in 95 or 96?
I think 96.
Yeah.
I think it was like towards the end of 96.
And I left in 97. Yeah, because I left shortly after you. I was so pissed at them for putting John Boy and Billy on. I just didn't care.
But you had yourself like I did with my job in West Palm when you were unfortunate enough to have a person above you that was a drug addict.
Yes, that's what happened to me in Savannah. He was a bit of a cokehead.
Yeah, I had the same problem when I was in West Palm.
Yeah,
and it drive you insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. Dealing with people like that is impossible.
Yeah, this guy was like, it's like, hey, the coke should be recreational and not a way of life, right? And yeah, he did not know that, and I couldn't work for that. But let's not talk about that at all.
No.
Probably.
All right, I think we.
Yeah.
I think we ran. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah,
no, don't edit that out. Leave it in. Fuck it. I don't care.
We didn't mention names.
I think he's dead anyway. I didn't say anybody's name. Yeah, nobody knows when I was there.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know it's a hypothetical.
Yeah, right. Allegedly, those are things that I saw happen.
I would like to say, like everybody else does, say this is for entertainment purposes only, but this has never been entertainment.
No, it's not because I'm not saying I did it with him once or twice, but I can say that I do know for a fact that was the case.
Well, since I know now my memory, if I say it long enough, my mind will believe it, which I believe now because I know how the media works. Because they keep telling you something, you'll eventually believe it. Okay, here's my belief. I was never an addict.
Oh, well.
Ta-da!
I can actually say that because I don't have an addictive. I'm convinced that I could probably try crack one time and say, "Wow, that was really good,"
I wouldn't try that,
and then just not do it anymore because I don't.
I want to run that gamut.
I heard it's. I heard it's pretty good.
That's a dangerous one.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
I've heard. I don't know. I didn't do a few things. Like I never cooked anything, and I never shot anything.
Oh no, I can't do needles. I don't even want to get shots. I could never do that.
They didn't have crack and meth and all that when I got sober.
Oh boy, if they'd have had crack, if I could have been convinced to do it, saying no, it's safe, I would have probably tried it. But there was nobody walking around saying no, this is safe because it's not in any way, and I didn't do it. All right, let's get out of here before we confess to other things.
All right, so we'll play our Tim Bob next week.
Yeah, we're out of time. We're coming up on an hour, and even the people that know us have already tuned out, hopefully by now. Because
even the people that tolerate us
really want people to know all that we just talked about.
Exactly.
All right, I'll see. What's the name of the new podcast? You forgot already, didn't you?
We didn't write it down, did we?
What's this we shit?
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh no, I got it. The mandatory call of friendship.
The mandatory what?
The mandatory call of
mandatory phone call of friendship.
Phone call.
That seems like the Japanese name this.
Of friendship.
Hey, mandatory phone call of friendship.
Hey, it goes along with the Asian chick. Now we can bring out the Asian chick.
I'm gonna have Brian do another open for us that names it that, and I'll get AI to create a new logo, and I'll get my daughter to do the Asian accent. She's pretty good.
Oh, good.
And then we'll put that all together soon for us.
All right.
Have a good week, mandatory friend.
You too, mandatory friend.
See ya.
Erica and Mark. The Phone Call.